All right. We are live and back. Welcome to the Power Hour.
Welcome, amen.
Please don't. If you fucking tap, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to sit here silent protest.
How fast can we get up to leave?
Oh,
You could get me to leave in 2 seconds.
Prima donna.
Listen to this show. Now you're going to hear it. You always say you can't hear it. When this show starts, listen to those taps.
Get Don Lemon over here. I want my Tesla truck.
It's Le Mans.
In my $5 million.
It's Le Mans, please.
My bad.
You want me to do an opening thing?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Tough shit. All right, we're back here. It's been a little while.
Not that long, right?
Must have been. Look at the studio. It's
Feels
completely
like a long
different.
time.
Everything
studio
is
looks good,
different here.
I don't remember the studio looking like this.
We'll start with your side. Nice. Is that
Right.
supposed to be like design or like some sort of like acoustic?
So it's an
thing?
acoustic thing that they're acoustic tiles, but
Can we
are
see the
supposed
board?
to be.
Well, that's not the board. I don't know what my board.
Multiple meeting decorations, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, but I think what it really is Danielle had some extra packing stuff, which is taped to the wall.
So there we go. Look at that. It's smart though. It's a little gives it a look and
It does. It buffers the sound.
And look at me. Look at behind me.
And don't forget, we're
Woo!
where are we? We're in the Well Point studio.
That's right. All right, let's play a game right now. Right off the bat, I like that American flag behind me. Love that globe map.
Yeah.
Love it. I could sit there and look at that thing for an hour.
The globe.
Looks like a globe. It doesn't look like a map.
It's you know what I mean.
I was-
Who is that baseball signed by?
I'm guessing a Lowell spinner, but I don't know who.
I'm gonna go Kevin Euclid.
Kevin Euclid.
Who was here for it? Did Kurt Schilling come for like one day? Kurt Schilling.
Kurt Schilling. All right, Kurt
Who
Schilling.
was here on a rehab assignment?
I'll tell you right now.
Pedro Martinez, maybe?
A lot of people in rehab in Lowell.
Yeah, that's a,
Should he be wearing
when you
gloves
say
when he
you're
handles
going to Lowell for a rehab assignment, you got to clarify.
Be a little more specific.
Yeah, let's be really specific.
Pokey Reese.
Pokey Reese.
That's a good random one.
I wasn't expecting that.
Who put a Pokey Reese baseball in the studio?
I don't know.
Did he ever play for the Red Sox?
Of course. Yes. Second base, shortstop. Absolutely. He probably won a championship with them.
No, I remember him
Yes.
with Cincinnati. Was he with Cincinnati?
Without a doubt, he was on the Red Sox.
I don't. They
Probably
went through,
around 2010-ish.
They went through. They go through second base more than they used to. Now they just suck. But
Do you guys watch baseball at all?
2 innings a year now.
I
used to
mean
watch. I used to watch every single game, and now
I-
I watch 2 innings a year, and it's painful to watch.
not really.
I don't watch it in years and years.
It's just
I might be missing out.
the games aren't getting shorter.
Like how
That's
much?
good.
They're all under 3 hours now.
All right. That's encouraging.
But the Red Sox suck. Even though they're
Maybe they'll get me to go to a game. Maybe.
I think
I wouldn't go. I don't want to give them any money.
tap. I will probably go this year just because it's going to be like $8 for a ticket.
$13 for opening day tickets.
For opening day.
Yeah,
No way.
That's
Yeah.
unbelievable. That's Tuesday?
I think so. Yeah,
I can get tickets for opening day for $13.
yeah.
Pretty good.
The Red
That's-
Sox
that's
have
what
hit a
Duke
new
told me.
It's
low.
100 a park, but still
Yeah, the,
$20 each beer. I'm not
I would
joking.
imagine,
It's
oh,
like
the beer-
13.
the beers are more expensive than the tickets.
If it's 13 a ticket, there's no way they're charging 100 a park.
I don't know. Yeah, it's probably a set rate. Once you get there, once you drive there, you're not going to turn around.
Yeah, you're better off rolling the dice and just parking in a BU parking lot, right?
Good sports action right now.
Yeah.
Excellent. For the next couple of weeks.
Tonight?
We got tonight, Final Four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you like? Let's go predictions for tonight's Final Four.
Are both games tonight?
Both games are tonight.
UConn. So let's go.
The first game is NC State Purdue.
Yeah, go. I think
Purdue -9.
UConn Purdue. Although we'll see if they call fouls. in
Going
that
out
big-
on a limb, huh?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Take NC State.
What's the line on the
NC
UConn
State
game?
UConn.
Okay.
What's the line on UConn?
I would imagine they're going to be
High.
favored by.
I think the
No, Alabama was plus 470. So what's that going to be, like 6.5 or something like that?
I think the NC State game is going to be close. I think Purdue. I think it's going to be Purdue and UConn. But
Is the women's game tomorrow?
Yeah.
You see the ratings for last night?
well, they're good. It was a
probably
good
good.
game, man.
The whatever game, the LSU game there versus Iowa was like 12.3 million, most watched women's game ever. And last night was like 14.3 million.
Really?
It was like the most viewed basketball game in the history of ESPN.
So then
And
this,
they have the NBA rights.
Wow.
It's wild.
Well, it was interesting.
It was great. Oh, the LSU game was legitimately a good game.
And that was a foul.
Last night?
Yeah.
I was dead asleep, but
I
yeah,
agree
yeah,
with Thatcher. It was a
it
foul.
looks like a foul.
All the UConn whiners.
Then we got you won't care, but we got Champions League on Tuesday and Wednesday. Real Madrid versus Man City on Wednesday.
That's a good
Get the
game.
Masters on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be in Masters.
Oh yeah.
There was all sorts of action happening. Red Sox opening game Tuesday. No one cares. And then when's the Derby? It's got to be in about 3 weeks, right?
Derby is the first weekend in May,
Okay, so 3 or 4 weeks.
and then you get the 2 weeks later the other race. Why am I blanking?
Preakness?
It's a Preakness first, right? Yeah.
NAB opens on Tuesday. It's meaningful.
Oh wait, is the Preakness is last, right?
I can't remember that.
Which one did Secretariat destroy?
the Belmont's
The
last.
Belmont's last. That's what
Preakness
Secretariat.
is second.
Yeah. All right, good. All right, let's start the show.
Let's go.
Lowell news, East Campus. Last time we were here, I was hinting at something.
You love
The
that-
reason I hinted
you
at
love
it,
that camera angle, huh?
Loves it.
I don't know, is it bad? I have no idea.
No, it's just what I knew the whole time.
Oh, I'm looking at it. I hate that camera.
I know you do. I'm like, what is he doing over there?
Oh, it must be, like, you know what? I don't have a bald spot today because I had to bick my head, so it's just pure bald.
Oh, there you go.
Absolutely.
Well,
See?
the other one's better when you get.
You want both?
Yeah, that one. That's the
and
one
it's
still use.
full feel of the new studio.
Yeah.
He was just gonna go a whole episode just pure prima donna.
I don't look.
that's
I don't
what
look at it. I watch it back. I never looked at it once.
Is it-
I hate that angle. I would never put it on.
Got a
Me.
camera one. I'm just gonna call it the Asa camera.
After the show's over, he's like, "This is what you get for tapping."
That's all me all day.
Watch when you watch it back. The first 5 seconds,
okay.
you'll see the taps. You'll hear it.
Okay.
So, you guys excited about the link?
I am.
How about you?
I'm not yet excited. I want to see it happen first.
It's happening. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal.
It's fast though, right? Like it's.
It's coming. Well, it's the thing. You got Wanalancet Mills is already there. You just got to bring businesses and companies in. This
Well, they're already coming. They're.
Oh yeah,
Stop.
it's wild. For those who don't know, UMass. It's kind of a partnership between UMass Lowell, the city, and the state.
And the
And
developer.
they're just they're calling it East Campus. And
Yeah.
it's pretty much from the baseball stadium, the Songus Arena, and there's buildings going up and
hit
actual
the-
jobs and actual.
Hit that button. You can show it. It'll show on the pod.
You mean that right there?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's what the building.
It's impressive. I like those soccer fields there.
Taking the podcast to the
I think
next
those are
level.
there already.
Mm-hmm. I know, but I like
all right.
any soccer fields.
But yeah, like, it's gonna look good, right?
It's gonna look great. But yeah, no, legit companies coming in that actually employ people and pay well and buy lunch at restaurants and
Yeah, they
they
work.
would possibly stay at a hotel if we had one.
Are you predicting a revitalization of downtown? Lowell?
I am.
Ooh,
So-
it's a bold statement.
But here's the thing:
Many have tried.
Is that downtown though? You can get me on a technicality.
Well,
I think it's close enough.
I
don't
think it's
you?
downtown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
This is pretty much what everyone said Hamilton Canal District was going to be.
They're gonna make.
This
it
is
a-
actually that, and it's
Well, you need
actually
the
going to happen.
university to make that happen, right?
Right.
So,
and on that, we'll go to Batch's drawing here. See?
Low backward, low forward.
So that's Link on the right, correct? Okay. You're not wrong at all. You're very right.
So I was thinking about it. I'm like, what's the difference, right? Think about this. The Lowell, the link plan, the anchor of this is.
The Lowell Innovation Network coordinator.
So you've got like
Corridor.
Yeah, thank you.
existing businesses lined up to do this kind of like research and development.
Draper, one of the big ones. Too.
Yeah, like it's
They're
all
a big
lined up.
technology defense contractor.
Right. So you have an anchor, right?
Yep.
The anchor of the the Hamilton Canal District thing was the fucking courthouse. Like,
Oh yeah, no, yeah. At one point, remember they got excited because there was going to be a big business coming in. It was a nursing home.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
What? And like they were so desperate. They're like,
I remember that.
"Oh yeah, we got it. Well, it's coming in.
I mean, left. So
Dewville's expanding."
I mean, basically, you've got like the poverty industrial complex is the HICD, right? It's like you've got like low income housing and court. Like those are the anchors over there. Compared to this thing, which is private industry.
Rude people in the city have called it the HIV CD, but I've never done that.
What do they call it?
No, nothing.
That's pretty good. I like that.
That's not bad.
We would
How'd
never-
you miss that one, Batch?
I don't know, but
You're,
no,
not,
but,
you're not hip to the streets, but
you know what I'm saying? Like,
look
it's-
down upon them. We're a classy
but
show.
I was at the Owl Diner today. I'm looking over and I'm like, what the hell are they thinking? Like, what's going to anchor this new district? And it's a courthouse.
And hey, don't forget that empty parking garage right next to it too.
Yeah, like Sal's garage and like, it's just bad planning. Like, if you leave the city to its own, no offense to the city, but they kind of suck at this, right? So,
Well, it's not their fault. It's what are they going to do? They try.
yeah, but I don't know. Like,
You need the university, or you need some unique AI startup. You know what I mean? Like Apple, where are they? In Cupertino or something like that?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you need the
if they
adults.
didn't start there, they wouldn't be in Cupertino. You need some fluke thing. But to get some fluke thing, you need the university and the
Right.
small startups.
In the universities.
Which this could
You need a draw.
do.
Yeah.
A carrot.
In the universities, the adult in the room.
They are, but they also have our credit card a little bit, so
Yeah,
it's easy to do.
It's. I think it's a great thing. I just hope the city doesn't screw it up.
No, they won't. They seem to be, things are actually looking very positive.
I think everything should go well as long as the elevators all work. Everything should be fine.
It's a tough walk up the stairs in here today.
No, but I just hope they don't screw it up.
Was that is it a school joke or is that a here joke?
A school
both.
joke.
Okay, the school joke, right?
Oh yeah, the elevators.
Good, because we need to transition to the schools, but first we have to talk about Han trying to walk up the stairs here.
Oh,
Tough look. Oh my God.
He looked like Marvin.
Literally, you should be panhandling.
I don't know
out
what
front.
happened, but 2 hours ago, my hip just was.
If I saw you, I wouldn't give you money. If you
Not
walked
working.
towards me, I'd like, here, just take a buck.
I'm like, Han, when did you lose your leg, man?
That was a rough.
like-
He's in front too. He should have been behind us.
I would have brought crutches if I knew we
He
were
looked like he had a bout with the diabetes.
You know, he looked like one of those old, like,
Yeah.
When your hip just stops working all of a sudden out of nowhere. I'm sure it'll go away.
that should loosen you up.
Oh, yeah.
Thick fingers.
I need to find some Asian massage parlor.
All right, you mentioned the schools and their
Take out the
elevators.
knots patch.
Oh, there you go.
Your school made the news. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. No, big story.
What, Lowell High?
Yeah.
Oh, for their academic achievement?
No, actually, it was a big fight.
Oh.
I heard it was.
Okay.
So, all right.
There was
this
a
is what
fight.
I heard.
Oh, continue. Go.
I heard it was
didn't-
600 kids.
I heard it was the Battle of Stirling. Yes, Braveheart. It was English versus the Scottish.
With the Irish mixed in?
Wait, if it's Lowell High.
What do we call the Irish? Because there weren't many actual Irish involved.
Send in the Irish.
If it's Lowell and you're talking about the Irish and the English, whatever, it was like a 3-on-3 battle.
Yeah, no. If there was a high school fight with the Low Irish, it would be at Central Catholic.
This
Like,
event,
remember-
Yeah.
this event had no Irish.
Okay, got it. All right. Theoretically,
think.
Theoretically, was it 600 versus 600? Or?
No, it was not. It was about 3 girls fighting. It probably looked like more, but actually
three total.
it was 2 girls fighting, and then 1 girl jumped in
Oh,
as well.
That's a 10-minute major.
yeah, it is.
But
that's
it
bad
probably, because you had 2 staff members in between, 1 ended up on the ground, and then 1 ended up getting cut in stitches.
Ooh.
But
form. Oh, really?
That's not good.
Well,
Yeah.
using knives?
they're just throwing punches.
Oh, it was
as
the
far as I
girl
thought.
nails, right?
Well, sometimes girls have nails or rings.
I heard on the radio they were using brass knuckles.
I heard on the radio.
No evidence of
They had
that.
nuclear weapons.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But it looks like 5 or 6 people in a pile up kind of thing. But actually 2 of the guys who are in there are actually trying to break the fight up, and good for those 2 kids who actually.
Oh, the kids
It
involved.
was
were trying-
two students actually. One student grabbed one combatant, and one student grabbed the other combatant.
that's
that
nice.
actually ended the fight.
Oh, good for them.
That's on the little MCAS, how to break up a fight.
But I think that the whole number thing here of 50 to 100 is just the crowd in the hallway.
But I'm saying that's a big difference. Every fight
There
in
wasn't
between
50
a
to-
class
there's
at
not-
any school in America, you could say involves 50 kids.
So to keep it clear, there wasn't 50 to 100 kids fighting.
Yeah.
There was probably 3, and I don't know if 1 or 2 kids just threw a quick shot in there or not, but there was really 3 kids actually fighting. A couple of kids trying to break it up. Staff members caught in between.
All right,
And
so-
then a big crowd. The crowd is a problem, though. So when they talk
That's a
about that,
problem for every fight in high
sure,
school.
no, I agree, but
it was a very gender neutral fight because looking at the video, I couldn't tell who was a boy and who was a girl.
yeah, that was all girls, as far as I know.
By the way, so you guys, how many professional development days do you have?
Usually we have like 1 a month.
Is there any self-defense or taekwondo taught to the teachers?
No,
That seems like it would come in handy.
we do have restraint training.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I mean, not
How to
every.
restrain yourselves from punching bastards.
I mean, so
Like, oh, I just want to do it.
so it depends,
Asking
on
for more money?
yeah,
Restrained from asking for more days off.
unbelievable.
The summer's too short.
You guys have 0 appreciation. 0. But anyway, they
COVID
do,
was tough for you guys. We get it.
they do have restraint training. It depends on your job, right? So if you're in a position.
Oh, yeah. You're
Like
doing
I had to do
special needs
restraint
kids.
training,
You
yeah.
need to.
So I was trained.
But there's others that aren't
there are other
authorized.
I
so
would say
they're not allowed to touch
I
kids,
would say
right?
most staff are not restraint trained.
Yeah.
Whether you want to make that mandatory or not, that's up to you. But
This is where I think they should issue like super soakers. That'd totally break that fight up.
That might not be a bad idea. It might be
Seriously,
might be a
just
shock
straight
factor.
Bucket of water.
yeah. I mean, it works with cats.
You know what though? Historically speaking, spraying batch.
You haven't seen
We are dumb, but we get results.
Although historically,
He said that. I was like, damn, that's
you know
a good
what?
idea.
Spraying
Damn
people
good
with
idea.
water hasn't really been a good look over the years.
Oh,
We
yeah.
gotta bring it back though. It's effective.
Well, no, you're right. You're making a good point.
Yeah, you know,
It's not fire hoses.
in today's
But
world,
yes,
it
I
could be-
agree. I agree.
Listen, a super soaker.
the idea could be
Batch,
misconstrued.
I was with you for a minute. I'm gone.
No, I'm just saying, a super soaker would break that thing up.
Yeah, but anyway,
All right. So that wasn't worthy of making the news.
but in theory, though, here's your policy issues, right? Is in theory, let's say I come across two girls pounding each other in the hallway.
Yep.
In theory, I should not get involved and call security, right?
Is that theory or is that policy? It's kind of policy a little bit.
I don't know that it's like, see, here's the gray area, right? Yet if you see a girl, this is just my own personal experience. I've had a situation where I come across a fight and a girl's just getting pummeled. She
Yeah.
can't defend herself. There's
Okay.
a girl on top of her hitting her.
Yeah. Defense.
And I have stopped that fight.
Yes, good.
And the way
you have to.
yeah, you should.
You have
right?
to at that point. It doesn't matter if you get in
doesn't
trouble.
matter.
You
In
have
my
to.
view,
Girl,
I
boy.
have to stop that fight, right?
Yes.
Now, and I'll tell you how it went for me, right? So stop the fight, fight's over, and now whatever, I get scratched, whatever. It's not a big deal, but anyway, my supervisor, her first comment to me is, why did you get involved? Why not just call security?
That's unbelievable.
And I found that very frustrating.
Oh, that's just the total lack of.
because I say to myself, if that's my daughter, turtled up on the ground getting hit, and
That's definitely
someone
someone's
like me who can in 2 seconds put an end to that,
Oh yeah.
chooses not to and goes to run to find the nearest phone to call for help.
No.
And maybe 5 minutes later someone shows up. It's a ridiculous
It's almost-
position to have.
Turn you into a coward.
So
You're
yeah.
worse than that. If a kid, you're
It's
like,
almost like if the,
There's a little bit of a fight up here. Can you come
Oh
up
my
here and
God.
straighten it
it's
out?
almost like the school committee, rather than bringing in a security audit force or something like that, whatever they were mentioning. How about just take a look at your own policy and you just have like a common sense
you
policy.
just need to deputize
know.
every adult in the entire building to break up a fight in a situation.
Some
like
people really, you know what? I agree with you, but some people can't get involved because they end up getting tossed around. A lot of people
I
they have
understand
good intentions, but they just shouldn't be involved.
I mean,
that. You were saying because they're small, or
Yeah, they just don't know how to
No, I'm saying
deal with
they should,
violence.
they should be
Maybe they-
authorized to. I'm saying.
or if they got like a bad leg, you don't want them doing that.
Yeah. If you got a bad hip, like Han.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to get out of this.
Listen, my hip was great 2 hours ago. Perfectly fine. I could have went and played football. But all of a
Are they
sudden,
going to bring in private security?
they're talking about someone to just kind of take a look at the safety and
So
security.
I didn't want to let this out until later, but I heard the contracting with the Wagner Group.
Oh, they are private security.
You mean Wagner?
The
Wagner?
Group. Dun,
Wow.
dun, dun,
Saying
dun.
they are looking for work
Yeah.
since my boy Prigozhin.
Can you imagine that? You get like 10 or 15 Wagner
His son
Group
is
guys in there.
actually his son is the judge. You know what? Kids won't be fighting.
No, they'll just hell no. You know what would be bad though? Like
They'll invade the old building though.
I would I don't know, man. Like if you're not gonna do the super soaker things because of the look, what about tasers?
I'd say probably not in high school. Remember, kids are there to learn.
Yeah, they learn. Hey, don't fuck around. You get tased.
That's true.
That's a good lesson, man.
We have to remember it's still a school
Tase
of
'em.
higher education.
Just tase them.
Yeah.
You fight and get tased.
Now, how about just let every adult there have legally be allowed to break up a fight? That's not a crazy thought.
So, but
It's
then,
the most common sense.
but then what
thing
if you're a
you could
teacher and you're
possibly
like, I don't want to get involved with that?
do. You don't have to, but you're authorized to. Because what if the teachers that do want to get involved and they're not allowed to? That's the more important side of the argument. Everyone has to be authorized to break up a fight, like Hans said.
I
Some
mean,
girls
the
getting
school
pounded.
system, they just don't want the liability, right? They don't want.
But I'm saying, just
They
make
don't
it.
want someone like me to jump in to stop a
Make
fight
it
and then have
law.
the kid say, "Oh, he assaulted me," or have that fight.
What is your liability when if a kid gets beaten to a
That's
coma
my
in
point.
your school
That's my point.
and an adult watched it happen because they were,
Plus,
you know what I
it's
mean?
all on video anyways.
It's all going to be on video, yeah.
Yeah.
But so this is my question too. Like, how did those kids get their cell phones? Aren't they supposed to be locked up?
No, in the hallway. No, in transition time, you can have your phone, right? So we take when you show up at my class once,
And I know Lowell High is very tolerant of transitions.
whatever during the transition. When
That's
they
going to
come
transition us to our next story, by the way.
class. Okay. Whatever. When they show up for class, then you collect their phones, and then there's a 5-minute period. I usually 2 minutes before the bell give them back, and So there's this 5-minute period that you hand them back their phone.
Oh, it must be like
Oh yeah.
Learning ends
like a
immediately.
POW getting read for the first time.
Stomach burst.
Oh, yeah. It is. Actually, when I walk over to the box, the magical box, you can just see everyone stop. They just stop.
Oh, man.
What does this box look like?
It's like a dog when you bring the treats out.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you have my attention, sir.
It's like the methadone clinic.
And don't lie, okay?
Go ahead, finish that last problem.
Has there been a moment where you're like, you know what, you guys have been good today. I'm going to give it to you like 5 minutes early. Not you. I'm sorry.
No,
Has any teacher that you've heard of
Oh, that I don't know.
theoretically ever said, you know what, you guys have been very good class today.
I bet
10 minutes
there's-
early. I'm going to the box.
I bet there's a few teachers that probably don't even take them.
Oh yes, I probably.
That's probably a bad look, though. You shouldn't do that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, Dennis Canny, if you're subbing, use the box.
I'm not throwing any shots at Dennis Canny.
He's like, I don't understand. All these kids.
He's like, what
Always...
the hell's a cell phone?
He's like, every time I sub, all these kids love math. They have the calculators out the whole time.
You have to calculate.
I think it's bullshit that the teachers get in trouble if they bring up a fight.
It is. Yeah, no, they got to fix that. That's stupid.
Yeah, no, I didn't get in trouble, but I was like, you know, when that's the first thing you hear from
Anything
somebody,
but
it's
thank
just
you.
aggravating, right?
Anything short of thank you, good job,
Yeah.
is bad.
I mean, you're there to teach the kids, but you're also there to make sure that they're safe.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, being safe in any place on earth is the most
Right.
important thing you can actually
No,
have.
really
I agree.
being-
If
really
that fight
being
happened on the
human, too,
street
like-
and there's a girl tooling a girl and
Yeah.
she's just given up, she's done.
You're allowed to
She's
break.
getting hit.
You're allowed to break it up.
Like, I'm going to break up that fight too.
Yeah.
You know.
If somebody's getting pummeled, you break it up.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's a fair fight. You wait and see what happens.
The school should have a better policy on that, though. Like they should. I know they can't say, "Hey, jump in, staff," but like there should be.
Did the
some-
news have that video of the fight?
I don't know.
There's a lot of
not even
interesting
news.
stories about
It's not a hard video to come
who
across.
sent
By
it
the
to the
way.
news.
I mean, the kids used to post. There was a site.
Oh, do you know who sends it?
No, there's rumors.
Oh, what are the rumors?
Rumors that someone that might be affiliated with the charter school may have sent it to the news.
Oh, Jesus
to
Christ.
Make that Lowell High look bad.
Not Giggy's, though, the other one.
Boy.
Who knows? That's a rumor. We don't deal in rumors here.
All right.
Anyway.
We actually do, but we don't.
We do, but we don't, huh?
This is a random one-off story, but I just saw it in Lowell. There was an ATF investigation, and they got this kid. They turned him. He's an informant now, right? This was a couple of days ago, in Lowell. So the ATF, I don't know what they caught him with, but they flipped him, and he's supposed to buy 2 guns from some other guys in Lowell, kids from Lowell. They take his car and just wire it for sound. The video is the whole thing. The 2 kids, they're singing, and they rob the kid. So the whole ATF is recording audio, video, everything, and the kid gets robbed, and it's like, oh, that is unbelievable
The
story.
informant got robbed.
Yes. So it was a sting, and their sting guy gets robbed in the middle of it. Like, that is a beautiful little story right there. All right, talking about transitioning. New Hampshire just passed a bill saying you can't be a transgender athlete
Okay.
in the sports.
Well, bravo.
Ages 5th grade through 12th.
Okay.
So this is a story I always try to avoid, but it's in the news, so there you go.
Just divide the divisions by biological sex and let's move on with our day, right? I mean, isn't that the simplest way to do this?
Exactly what they did.
Okay, well then I'm fine with that. I think everywhere on the planet should do that. As the Olympics has done this, no? Oh, NCAA has, right?
Yeah, I heard Leah Thomas had to give back her things. Is it true? I think my wife told me this, but
I had heard that too. but
I
I'm not
hadn't heard
positive.
that. I feel like I would have seen
I
that.
know Riley Gaines did finally get the trophy, which
Oh, really?
it was filthy rotten that they didn't give it to her to begin with.
Yep.
Her story on that is pretty gross.
All right, can I say something without starting a whole huge debate? Because really, I tell you all the time,
Go ahead.
the transitioning and abortion, I just don't care to talk about it ever. It bores me, whatever. It's just me personally. But when you talk about
It
kids,
bores you, or you just don't want to get into it.
either way,
Like, abortion's
I'd rather you tap
boring.
than. But no,
I can tell.
abortion is the most boring topic on earth.
Oh, I'm not.
It goes
I'm not
nowhere.
I'm not interested in getting into an abortion.
Good, thanks. We'll call it each. All right, I won't bring up abortion. You
But
don't
the,
bring
but
it up.
the
The part of this
the
story.
males and females sport thing.
This
we can
is a
talk.
hot debate in America.
Yeah.
Again, no one's changing anyone's minds, but the reality is
Yeah.
it's probably 80-20 people that think the way we do. But there's a part of this that no one ever talks about. And I've actually
98-2 is more like it. Continue.
I've dealt with this. Like I've got young kids that play competitive sports. The part of this that no one ever talks about is the transitioning kids that absolutely suck at sports, that are just terrible players. And I've probably seen about 8 now, off and on, with my kids in games.
Yeah.
And 6 of them have been just bad players. And no one complains. No one says a single word. It's just the good players. And that, I understand. It makes sense. They're going to dominate the sport. But no one ever mentioned, if every kid wasn't good, I don't think it would be a debate at all.
When it comes to youth sports, if you're a shitty male athlete,
Oh, yeah, but it's just,
you're a shitty female. What's
I've seen it where a kid is like a dominant, and it's like every parent is pissed.
You can't have
the next game. There'll be another kid that's just terrible, and everyone's like, whatever, no one cares. It's just a part of the story. They're in the same category. One kid is no one cares about, and the other one,
like those track athletes in Connecticut. They're running on the boys team the whole season. And
Right.
Here comes the playoffs. Boom, transitioning.
right, for sure.
And I break every female record in the book.
But if Sandy was a kid finishing
that's ridiculous.
20th place, that was transition.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
And why are women okay with biological male athletes just stealing their titles, stealing their championships of their daughters or nieces or whatever? Why is that? Why do they think this is virtuous, by the way? Because that's the attitude, right? I care more than you. I'm more
damn it, I
virtuous.
did this. Why did I do this?
So how is it? No, how is it virtuous?
Don't yell at me.
No, because because you know what? Your silence is why this crap continues.
No, my silence is because I could.
Just divide the divisions by biological sex, and we don't have to have this.
What
problem.
about,
I just only said the state of New Hampshire voted that way.
what about creating a third division?
That's perfectly
Fine,
fine.
that's fine.
Great.
Yeah,
I agree to that.
Trans,
Deal.
co-ed, whatever you want to call it.
Let's do it. Done.
It
All
should
right.
be like trans athletes, the number, the 3.
He wants to get off the third rail.
The
so
3D.
It's not even the third rail. It goes nowhere. It goes nowhere.
Hang
you
on a
have
minute.
people setting their opinions, just fucking talking in circles.
But you're wrong. It's not going nowhere because states are now starting to dial back and say, "Hey, what are we doing here?"
Right. But every person doing that,
Like,
and
at some
voting on
point, you have to protect female
no,
sports.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. But no one changed their mind. Everyone just got around to finally doing it. It became a bigger issue.
I wonder how prevalent, though, it really is, though.
More than you think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The girl who got her skull cracked by Fallon Fox is probably thinking, yeah, it sounds like a good idea, this whole biological
I
thing.
mean, there was a reason that there's, separation, right? So,
You want some rumors? Lowell rumors?
sure.
I did say we don't deal with rumors, but
Uh-oh.
we're gonna deal.
Yeah,
All right.
yes.
We're rocking the rumor mill.
Vanna Howard might have a
Vanna?
Vanna. She might have some competition.
Ah.
I thought we already knew this.
Who's that?
Oh, you tell me first.
You go first.
You go first.
Batch is gambling on this one.
Well, there you go. did that answer the question?
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. So yeah, rumor is Dave Nangle is going to jump back in the race and try to win back his seat. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Define win.
Win back his seat.
Oh, my
No,
bad.
sorry, no. I think.
I told you. I told you. he'd
Oh
be
yeah,
back.
no. Again, he didn't murder anybody. Like,
No.
if he wins, who cares? Like, I mean, good or bad, whatever. I would never say, oh, he's done forever.
He did a good job as a state rep.
He did a very good job. You know what? If he were to win, the people that tell me this say he's an underdog, which I don't know. It's all about the mood of Belvedere, I suppose. But if you had Dave Nangle,
What's the district, though?
Belvedere, and
Where was she on ADU?
South Lowell.
ADUs? Was she?
I don't think she weighed in.
she
I think
stayed
she
out of it. Was she in favor of him?
I think she was.
Yes.
I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure her and Vesna were in favor of
Yeah,
the
it's
ADUs.
He's doing some good stuff, though, Dave, right now. Like, he's doing, what do you call it? At the Bridge Club, he does,
He's part of that.
yeah, for
Nice.
people with gambling problems. He helps.
Is he
them.
really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You got a
give him
number for Han?
No, I think it's.
Bite your tongue, sir.
I mean, everything I've heard, like, the guy really, after everything happened, he took it like a champ. Like, everything he's done has been.
Yeah. We like a good comeback story.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm saying I've never met him or known him. It's not like I'm a big supporter, but if
Why don't you
the state
invite
of
him on the Power Hour?
Massachusetts- we don't do guests
But is this official or is it just a rumor?
unless it's Callie or Brady. Or who else? We had someone else too. Shandog.
Oh, yeah, we had Shandog, yeah.
Shandog,
Yes.
yes.
Those are the only guests we allow here.
We can't have Shandog on again. His hair is too good.
He was a good show though.
It was a good show.
Who replaced you that day? Callie?
No.
Yeah, it was Mihan and Callie.
I definitely wanted to have a.
Who
yeah,
was the
Callie.
person?
Callie came in.
You replaced me one day? Oh, yeah, it was Cal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
because
can't-
Callie was supposed to come on with us. He was
Well, we're
gonna
gonna
be
do
the
that.
fourth man in.
What was it? Is it Civil War or something?
Oh, Gettysburg.
Me and Callie.
Yeah.
We love our Civil War.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Me and Han can just we'll go play cards or something.
Just sit in the back, sit in the library.
Tap on the table.
No, please.
But yeah, so I've heard that rumor, and
I don't
we'll
think
see
he's
what
as
happens.
big an underdog as people think.
I don't get a sense of what people feel about Van Howard right now. Like, I feel like,
Yeah, no, that's not good.
I mean, she's
It's all
around.
about, it's literally all about. You see her downtown. She seems like a very nice person.
She's around. Like, she
The
goes
state of
that way.
Massachusetts is just slowly drifting into the abyss. They're going to spend $1 billion on illegal immigrants this year, migrants, whatever you want to call it. $1 billion.
And they're cutting the shit out of shit to get there too.
They're going to
Like,
cut schools, police, everything.
Mara
That's a
Haley's
problem.
She's a disaster.
Unfortunately, I think they're really good people. There's the state reps in the entire state are, well, not useless, but because they're bringing in money for bridges and whatever. But when it comes to policy, they're useless.
Well, I think it's
You
the power
need
structure.
more to slowly get some. You're never going to get.
Power structure issues.
It is, but I'm saying if you slowly get some more conservative people in there, Lowell, say Dave Nangle won. He's a conservative Democrat. Ratty is a fairly conservative
He's got
Democrat.
challenges too.
Right. And then Rodney Elliott's a conservative Democrat. Like, that's for a city like Lowell, that's a gateway city. You'd think it'd be like the super liberal of Chicago. That's a pretty conservative state rep crew.
So I will say, so Rodney's my rep out in the No-Cho, and I have to say, he's been very active. Like
Oh yeah, I didn't know
he's
it.
done a hell of a job as a state rep. Like I don't mean this as a negative thing. I think he's better suited to do this kind of work than he was as a counselor. Like, he's doing a hell of a job as a state rep.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
it's really like,
All in all, I think Lowell actually is in a very good spot. Everything.
of the three of them, I think
State
he's
rep,
the most,
fine.
he's the most
City
active.
manager. Ed Kennedy's in the background, but
Who?
Ed Kennedy. But he's got some clout. You know, you're a state senator, you get some juice.
Now, was somebody opposing him?
Mayors, the council, they're all kind of doing a very good job, and they got this new project. So, yeah, Lowell's on the up.
I think as soon as they sign a contract with the teachers and stabilize things, we'll be in better shape.
You want one more big? I don't know if it's a rumor or what, but moving the shelter out of downtown.
No.
Yes.
Got it. Ouch.
This is how it works, right? You got to float the rumor out there, then people talk about it, and then they discuss it more, and then they actually have a thing.
Soften them
There's a
up.
big bill on
Consider
that thing.
this the actual soften.
Soften
Yes,
them up.
we are the messengers here.
I haven't heard
Shelter.
that. That's a huge price tag though on that thing. You can't just
Stop
move it.
tapping.
Oh my God.
There's a whole, like, when they funded that thing, there's a whole like poison pill in moving it. I'm telling you.
Swallow it whole, baby. You
I
got to
mean, I
get
don't-
the
I don't
homeless shelter out of
disagree.
downtown.
I don't disagree, but yeah, you got to get it out of there.
Two possible locations.
Collie.
Right down the road from the Tewksbury.
First place I heard, I said, you know
Next to
what?
Mount Pleasant.
There's some wooded area out there.
first place
behind
I
College
heard-
football stadium.
Right when I heard the first spot, I said, that's
develop
it.
that.
That's the place. It's over.
What, Tanner Street?
Better. The old Molly K's.
Oh, that's a great place for it.
Absolute perfection.
There's room to build down there.
There's room. It's out of the way.
Yeah.
Train tracks.
Train track.
Yeah.
You got to have train tracks.
That's
It is an actual perfect spot. There's
plenty of sticks to
that
make your
overpass.
hobo stick.
Yes. I used to love those train tracks. I'd hop the train from
It's not a bad
Broadway over to there.
because you can wall it in like a
Yes.
mini jail.
And the other spot is a little more tricky.
Where's that?
I think it's on Technology Drive, which is up by Drum Hill there.
Oh no, not up there.
That's where like the
Right near- right near-
methadone is, right?
That's Stedman.
Oh,
And then it's old canal streets there.
That's way
This
too-
would be
That's way too close. to
further
my
up.
backyard.
So you know when you're heading up Drum Hill. What street? At Technology. I think that's the one right across from the
That's
Ford
the part of
dealership.
Lowell? I
essentially.
always thought that
Right
was-
behind
yeah.
it becomes Chelmsford. So like 55 Technology Way might be in Lowell and 59 is in Chelmsford. Something like that. The line is right there. So that is like taking it and
See, that's-
moving it to the absolute furthest point in your city, which is brilliant.
You're feeding that neighborhood.
Mwah!
Methadone clinic.
Whoever thought of that one?
Methadone clinic, and now the homeless.
Yeah.
Whoever's
So
telling us to put that up there,
wow.
good job.
I am gonna.
Here comes Chelmsford. Here comes
Yeah.
Chelmsford. Speak.
Remember, you're a Lowell person.
That's pretty close to where I live. No, but I'm gonna sound like a complete hypocrite when I say this, but it's it's kind of far from the services. You really need to keep it down.
Oh, there he is.
You know what? Maybe you could get yourself a transportation company. You know,
Oh, there you go.
there's a lot of ways to make money here in the poverty industrial complex.
Nonprofit McGee at it again.
It's kind of far away from the services.
Well, I don't know. Just bring them to you.
We can start moving the services.
Plus,
Yeah,
if you
like
put
an
the,
Uber of
What if you took away the services?
but if you put the
crazy stuff.
if you put the shelter there, you might impact the sidewalk by the pizza places over there. So I don't think you can do it.
What pizza places? Wait. Oh, you're giving me an old school Roger Street? Yeah, the curb will be 6 inches too small.
Yeah, I mean, you got you got to keep it
All
down.
right, so we'll see. That's going to start picking up soon. We've done our job here. We've thrown it out there, right?
So I'm telling you, like, I got to talk to a friend of mine who used to run that shelter years ago,
Okay.
and he explained this whole poison pill to me
But who puts a poison pill in a homeless shelter?
because it's
Besides, like, literally. Besides the fentanyl.
Yeah.
But no, it's a whole. However the money worked, I'll find out this week.
All right.
I'll report back.
All right. You want to go?
That'd be
Homework for Beth.
But seriously, that'd be great because that corridor could really, bloom if they got rid.
Listen, you got the link. You just said it's already happening. One a Lancet and all that. If that pops off, which it will, you're bringing in defense contractors. You're bringing in artificial intelligence companies. You're linking that with the college. That what's the name of the company?
Draper.
Draper is big time linked with MIT just because it's high tech stuff going into the Army, and
Yeah.
they start linking up with UMass Lowell and bringing in kids there, and the startups that come from that, and the AI thing. We're not smart enough to talk about it, but it's going to be just everything in a couple of years. That becomes an unbelievable part of Lowell. You move the shelter out of there, and you can actually develop it and link it all together. It's wild. Every other gateway city is just drowning and dying. Lowell's doing good, so shout out to all of you people in charge. You're actually doing a very good job, and we're not just haters here.
Here's the other thing too. Like, if you had the shelter where Molly K's was, there would be some privacy too. Like, if I'm, it'd be nice for the people that are waiting in line to get into shelter had a little privacy.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Kind of like it's just right. It's a great idea.
You've been in there? You ever been in there?
In the shelter?
Yes.
I actually have been in there.
Just on a first date. No, I'm just kidding. No, I've never.
My mother always tells us.
Then I started sending them Ubers.
So when I was like 10 or something, my mother was some soup kitchen, like bringing in food.
She was volunteering with a church organization.
Yeah. But she's like, we're going into the homeless shelter. We're from the acre, like. So.
You live at a homeless shelter.
Hey, right. Open air homeless shelter.
This isn't a shock.
So she's warning. She's like, we're gonna go in there. There's gonna be some people. Blah, blah, blah. The door opens. First two people. Hey, so.
Oh, no way.
First two people. I was like, oh, there's Crazy Eddie and there's
Crazy Eddie.
Your whole baseball team's there.
Yes.
Well, I guess not all of them.
No, not all.
Kid Candle.
All right.
By the way, I saw Mama Stutz on St. Patrick's Day.
No, nice.
Always good to see your mama. She's a great
Mama
lady.
Rourke. How dare you?
Oh yeah, well you know. Oh yeah.
News around the world. We're recording this Saturday night. What's the date? Around the 5th or 6th? It's around there.
6th.
So this will probably get posted Monday morning. At some point, all hell's going to break loose with Israel and Iran. Iran is going to hit Israel hard. Hard. So get ready. Things are going to get bad.
You think so?
Why would they fuck with them?
I'm 100% certain. Israel just knocked out 4 leading generals a couple days ago. The head of the Revolutionary Guard, the head of the Quds Force, like they took out big time people, and they've just been picking off Iran one by one. And Iran is, I kind of hate Iran, like every person should, but they're saying we have to retaliate massively, otherwise they're going to keep doing this to us.
I don't hate Iran.
You don't?
No, I mean if you look at like back
You like the Ayatollah?
before the Ayatollah, that place was
Before the Ayatollah.
Let's talk about the Paris of the
There's
Middle
a
East.
lot of
I don't-
there's a lot of people there that are.
That's like me saying I don't hate the Nazis. Before Hitler in Germany, it was just a guy
but
drinking
He's
beers.
talking about the half of Germany that was like good people and hated the Nazis.
Good
Right.
Germans.
I'm talking like
He's
No,
talking,
he's
about,
not.
he's talking about the Iranians that want to bring it back to
Yeah, there's a
Western
lot of people that
culture
would love
style.
to-
What are you, his lawyer?
Well, I know what he's saying.
yeah, you can't say I hate Iran. Like
Listen, when
When I say I hate the Ayatollahs and the shitheads in charge.
Yeah, all right.
That oppress
Okay,
their
okay,
entire
that's
people,
different than,
and
like-
We're all
don't
in
give women
agreement
any
on that.
rights,
Just hate the
and
whole
chant
country.
death to America and want to kill me.
Yeah.
Yes, I hate them.
all right, I hate.
Glad you like them.
I
hate
like the
them
rest
too.
of them. The other people are fine.
Well, get ready, because this is going to it's going to happen. Like I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, but Iran is bringing a ton of anti-aircraft weapons and staging them, meaning they usually do a quick response. They'll hit something.
They have some good stuff.
The Shahed drones. Get ready. We've talked about them in Ukraine.
The what drones?
Shahed.
What? I thought we were done with this segment.
The head.
What types they
Yes, biological sex. Guys play with guys. Play with girls.
The Shahed drone. Oh, they're Shaheds.
The Shahed drone.
Listen,
Should we call them the they drone?
this
What are we
podcast.
doing? They them drone?
You know, it's hard for them. The only problem with those drones is they can't go straight.
Thanks. So the Shahed, they're actually called the Shahed, but their street name is the Shahed.
I thought he said
The
she.
shithead drone.
The Shahed 136s. There's get ready. It's going to be in the news. We have a strong track record of saying things that happen later on. Shahed drones, which you guys are joking about, are going to be in the news a lot. And
How big are they?
They are. I'm trying to literally they're not enormous. It's not like these American like Reaper drones that look like planes.
They're not tiny.
But they're not the little quad.
You'll be able to shoot them down.
Yes, but it's expensive. Like Ukraine can shoot them down, but they only
I'm shocked that we're going to have to spend a ton of money to fight these.
saying they cost like 30 grand to make,
Hey.
so they're relatively cheap.
You know what you can do for $800?
Oh,
What are those called? Those rockets?
Katusha rockets?
Katusha rockets. Those $800 a pop.
They're over those. But either way, Iran is going to go at Israel hard. The red line for Israel will be if they attack actual country of Israel. Iran for sure is going to blow up some Israeli embassy, and they're going to send a shitload of Shahed drones somewhere. They just are. So it's going to happen. And truthfully, it feels like Israel kind of started this a little bit. Not the whole thing, this moment in time.
Yeah, they're going to ratchet it back.
They need to calm down a little bit because they've been trying to start a war with Iran. They've been hitting Lebanon hard and Hezbollah.
It's like made their point.
Right. Whatever's happening in Gaza and now Rafah, that whole area, they keep trying to start, which means it's going to draw United States in if they have to go to war with Iran. It's like you're about to get hit back, take it, and be done with it. But that's just not the way the world works. So
This sounds like a wet dream for the establishment.
well, it's coming. Like I'm just telling you, within I don't know how long, 72 hours, Iran is going to have a spectacularly bad attack on Israel. It's going to be awful. And that's that.
Do they have nukes? They don't have nukes.
Iran?
Yeah, they don't have
No.
nukes yet.
They
That's-
have
Israelis do.
a blossoming nuclear program.
Yeah. There's just
They try, but they've gotten bombed a couple times, and then they got hit by that Stuxnet virus. That was a nice one.
yeah.
Shout out.
As soon as they do have nuclear capabilities, Israel's just popping that
They
facility.
can't. Yeah. No. You can. They can never be allowed to, even though you like them.
I like the people. I'm just saying.
I like the people too.
It's like
Well,
the
not all.
Russians.
Actually, I say I like the people. There are good young people in Iran, but there's a bunch of
the Russians.
there's a
they're
bunch
not
of
bad
assholes
people.
too.
There's good people everywhere.
This is a tough one because if you're Israel, right? Iran has been funding groups to attack you for so long, right?
Yep.
Like, 4 of their generals got killed in a shot. Oh,
But I'm saying
too
we are
bad,
at a
right?
very dangerous moment in time where the Biden administration is actually trying to back away.
Are they though?
Yes.
Is that the reality, or is
An
that
election coming up.
Their
Biden's losing his base.
Well, I get that, but
He needs to draw it
when you
back
say his
politically.
we're talking like his voting public left wing base.
Yeah. He's going to lose even
The
with that,
establishment base is all ahead full, right?
so. No.
Do you think maybe
The Democrats? No.
Do you think Biden's already dead?
Do a poll of Democrats right now.
They're all going to fund whatever war you ask them to fund. What are you talking about? They're going to fund Ukraine. They're going to fund Israel. They'll lump them
Ukraine's a
together.
noble cause.
Oh, here we go. Israel's not a noble.
They are, but they're going a little too hard here. They need to calm down a little bit. That's all.
Do you remember
Chill out a little bit.
Do you remember that Six Flags commercial with the guy?
I support them 100%. Just calm down a little bit.
The Six Flags
The crazy looking guy?
Yeah, with the mask and he
Yes.
danced around. Do you think Biden's dead and it's just a mask? It's some guy in a mask.
No, because that guy would have to be the greatest actor. Like Biden gets lost.
When he peels it off, it's going to be awesome.
Once a day. He just gets lost.
He's going to trip and
Yeah, that's
fall
true.
on
If you're gonna,
his
if you're gonna,
mask.
You know what I mean? Like he would actually always, he'd be like crossing over people and
yeah,
stuff.
like, yeah, that's true. The guy's just. How are you gonna get 4 more years out of this guy? I don't think he's gonna
You're
win.
not gonna.
We've got 44. We'll do about 4 more minutes here. In the world, Myanmar rebels rolling, absolutely rolling. They're gonna win. brought to you first here by the Power Hour. They took an entire battalion headquarters this morning. 600 government troops surrendered.
What were the Vegas odds on the rebels in Myanmar?
I don't know, but
They're supportive.
right now, they're probably favorites. They went from heavy underdogs to now being minus 120.
But they're not. They don't have like a. I don't think they'll end up having some. If they win, they're not going to put in some big dictator or general dude, are they? They seem pretty.
The rebels? No, it's. Well,
They seem.
we don't have time to bore you with this, but it gets very complicated when they win.
I mean, could they
It's like
govern?
130 different ethnic
Yeah,
groups.
that's what I'm worried about.
The only way for them to win is to unite once, finally, unite the clans
Yeah.
and take out the military junta,
Yeah.
which they are doing, and they're doing an amazing job. The problem is that they've taken a chunk of the country, and if you're
That'd be a great name for one of your kids.
the Karens,
Junta
right?
Stutz.
They're actually called the Karens, but we call them the Karens. They haven't taken that entire, but say they did. Say the Karens pushed them completely out of their territory. What's to stop them from just stop fighting? And it's like, okay, we're free now. We're good. You have to keep it together the whole way through until they take the two major cities and then decide how are we going to govern.
Sounds a little bit like-
Democracy. It gets confusing.
It's a little bit like India back when they were breaking away from the British.
It'll be tough. It will be tough.
Yeah.
But they've got to win first, which they're going to do. Deal with that stuff later. At least you'll be free to decide.
What
So
happened? Did
we're
you,
Team Myanmar, Burma. Make Burma Burma again.
I didn't
That's
catch
the
the whole
hats we're
thing.
wearing.
But what happened? Was it Mexico or Ecuador? There was some raid on the embassy.
Oh, so Ecuador last night.
Yeah.
Ecuador's vice president is a criminal fugitive. He took off and hid in the Mexican embassy in Ecuador.
Okay.
And the way embassies work is that's their land. If you're in an embassy,
So he's in Mexico.
he's in Mexico. Ecuador said, "Fuck you." They sent in their army into the embassy, dragged him out, and arrested him, which is a big. Like, I think it's the Vienna Convention or something.
wow.
International. No.
Yes, it is a big international no-no.
Wait, is Ecuador
So-
where that guy's been putting everybody in jail? Is that Ecuador?
No, you're
That's-
thinking of El Salvador.
El Salvador. Okay.
Aren't you glad to have me here?
Yeah.
Fantastic president down there in El
That
Salvador.
guy's an
Oh, that guy.
amazing president.
You can now visit El Salvador.
He's
and
good.
feel
No,
really good
he's
about it.
legit the best world leader in the world.
The people
No,
had
he's
it.
the hottest world leader.
Oh, calm down here.
I mean, like,
Shahid drone.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
when I say hottest, allow me to clarify.
He is the butterface.
Up and coming talent wise from a political perspective.
Oh, sure,
running
that's
the
right.
country.
All right, we're gonna have to end this show
No,
before
not-
Han gets
not-
too worked
look,
up here.
Ron, you got to quit objectifying world leaders.
And you know what? Honestly, he's not bad looking.
What does
either.
Macron think about the they-them missiles, by the way?
Macron? What are you guys doing? I like this stuff. All right, feed me the question.
Yeah.
France wants to send actual troops into Ukraine to fight Russia. Everyone's saying NATO, United States will never send. France actually is going to send. I think they're going to
Was
do
it the
it.
first time since Napoleon they wanted to send troops to fight?
What does this have to do with him marrying a guy?
It's got nothing to do with him marrying a guy, an older man.
Wait, what?
France is,
You don't know about Macron's wife?
by the way,
No.
Oh, boy.
and guess what? That
We'll get
rumor,
caught up after this.
that rumor was about whatever a couple months ago. It really picked up.
Yeah.
It's all from Russian trolls.
Oh, is it?
From that moment, Macron wants to send troops to fight Russia. I swear to God.
really? Oh, come on. I
I'm
didn't
connecting
know
dots here. We don't deal in rumors here, but just look at the timing of that one.
Let me clarify, Batch. I haven't dug deep on this, but
I have.
the theory here is that Macron's wife is trans, and it was a male teacher of his or something like
Definitely,
that.
it was definitely a teacher, but it's a female. It's just, honest to God, it's Russian propaganda.
So the most
And
surprising thing in that whole story is that it hasn't happened at Lowell High yet.
give it time, give it time. So yeah, hopefully,
Let's protect Lowell High.
I'm sorry.
Lowell High's on the
I
come.
don't want Liam Skinny yelling at me.
Lowell High's getting better. Let's go.
hopefully
It does-
France
it's
doesn't
getting
send
better.
troops. That's all. Because France is going to send troops. Like they're really going to send their army.
That's a bad
And
idea.
at first they're going to say, we're just going to protect the capital, or we're just going to protect the border with Belarus. You know how it always works. They creep closer and closer, and that's how the wheels come off. It's like, just give Ukraine weapons, let them kill as many Russians as you can, and that's that.
It's time to wrap that. They got to just settle that whole thing. It's time. Time for ceasefire.
Yeah, well,
That's that. Where it is now is where it's going to stay.
pretty close.
So just like, you'll win some, you lose some. Just call it a draw.
Can I take a victory on one last thing before we go?
Of course.
Haiti, barbecue. Most powerful man in the country. President's done. The place is completely falling apart.
We got
Power Hour was all over that about 6 months ago. We
gotta-
nailed that one.
You got to get rid of barbecue.
No, you got to let him It has to cycle through. It has to completely bottom out. They're very close.
Really?
Yes, it has to.
You want to give the barbecue regime a shot here and see? If
No, I'm just saying you have to have.
how they're going to look at the UN.
The official bottom out is that.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome.
So the president.
Hey
can't
guys,
go
I'll
back.
take you out to lunch.
There's a bunch of dirt bikes outside. Let's just barbecue.
But no, Haiti. The president can't even go back to the country. He'll be killed instantly.
Yeah.
So he's gone. Barbecue is the most powerful person in the country. Like we said was going to happen. It's actually happened. At some point, he needs to take the presidential palace. They've taken 95% of the capital. They just need that last percent. But the troops, kind of loyal to the country and the police, will burn down the palace just to not give him that moment.
Wow.
But the reality is this guy's name's Barbecue. Like, you're going to see a picture of him sitting on the throne, burnt out, and it's going to be the most badass picture you've ever seen in your life, and it's going to completely backfire, because that's the way the world works. And that's it.
I can't imagine. It would be shocking to see something burnt out in Haiti.
Hey, get ready. There's going to be just him at the presidential desk, completely burnt out. It's going to look like Game of Thrones
Did
at
you
the end.
see the U.S. journalist who flew to Haiti to interview Barbecue?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Kidnapped them and held them for
Immediately
ransom.
kidnapped. An asshole.
It really. I'm telling you, it's Snake Plissken down there. They got to just go in and.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to go in and like take just level the place and take over.
No, that's the thing. You can't level the place. It'll level itself. It just is.
Is
So
this not
let
a
it hit
special
rock bottom.
forces
It's
dream?
very close.
Huh?
Is this not a special forces dream?
No.
Like a couple
It's a
units here
nightmare.
with some Blackhawks or something.
What do
a couple
you?
snipers.
What,
Just take Barbecue.
why do you
away.
send special forces somewhere? Why?
Why are you so angry, guy? Are you?
Why?
Are
You
you,
just
like
wanna-
Barbecue's
You
boy?
just want to see Barbecue on the throne.
I just want to see the picture.
Hey, hang on. Could Haiti perhaps be better without Barbecue?
Okay, so special forces goes in and fights urban warfare against some gangs, and then what?
I just meant fly in and take out Barbecue
Then what?
and see what happens.
It's way worse.
Well,
It's like El Chapo. You're better off with El Chapo
maybe-
than taking him out.
Maybe what's left of the government could get back on.
Oh yeah, they're doing a great
put things
job.
together.
So, but is there a possibility that, like, I don't know much about Barbecue. I know he might have killed a few people.
Jimmy Chezier, former cop, got the name Barbecue, by the way. All the people that think they know what they're talking about now say he cooks and eats people. That's really what they say. They're cannibals.
Yeah, but that's
There's a little bit of that happening, but his mother was a food vendor that sold barbecue, so he would help out. That's how he got his name. So when you hear someone talking about him burning and eating people, I do sound like his lawyer, don't I?
You do.
But
You sound like you love Barbecue.
I don't love barbecue. He's a bad guy.
No,
I'm just saying, just give him a chance, man.
But is it possible?
odd.
Is it
I'm
possible?
not saying that.
Is it possible that a guy like that,
Yeah.
seeing the corruption and everything else
Yes.
in this country, is possibly maybe
The good guy?
the good guy, and this is just the whole. Like, imagine if you're
It's not impossible.
like imagine if you're England in the Revolution, right? You're like George Washington.
Oh,
asshole,
yes.
lost the French and Indian War, and look at him now. Like, he's a jerk. Like, you can like what we're interpreting things.
Bringing up his own guys at Valley Forge.
Yeah, like we're interpreting
A
this.
monster.
Yeah, like we're interpreting this.
Have you
through
seen his
our
fake teeth
thing. Like,
patch?
maybe Barbecue's a good guy.
He's actually defending barbecue. Aren't you yelling at him?
I'm not defending him. I'm just saying I don't know enough about it.
He's just asking the questions, right?
Yeah, like, is it like what's the stance? Like,
There is a part of him when I see him give speeches sometimes. Like, he doesn't give speeches. He like talks in the street.
but
but
what's he saying? Like,
he
is
says
like,
exactly what you said. We've had corruption and this, and our people are poor and they've
I mean,
got nothing.
is he a fentanyl distributor? Is he a drug dealer? What's his?
Whatever you can do. Like, literally, like, I don't know. There's tons of drugs, but there's not much money to even buy drugs. It's typical street gangsterism, essentially.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just saying, like,
But when there's nothing, you're fighting over scraps,
right? I mean, in a post-apocalyptic environment,
which we're at.
how do you? What's good? What's bad? I don't know. Like, I think I need to read up on my barbecue.
All right,
This
it's interesting.
particular island was a cash cow back in the 1600s. It was like the most
Yeah, but-
valuable piece
but
of
the
real
price of
estate
labor
there
went
was.
way up.
No, geez. All right. I think we're done here. We're going to keep it under an hour.
Why? We're just getting cooking.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go.
All right. That's it. Anything else important?
Anything else going on
I think
around the
that's
world?
enough. Yeah.
There's a lot, but I won't bore you with it.
Well, we got Yukon. What else we got? Any predictions before we go?
I think-
UConn National Championship.
so.
Bryson DeChambeau is going to win the Masters.
Oh, hell no.
Real Madrid is going to beat Man City.
You like that one?
There's your triple parlay right
South
there.
Carolina beats Iowa.
Well, I'll be rooting hard for Iowa. You're probably right about that, but I'll be rooting hard for Iowa.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's see the underdog hit it.
That's that. Thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.